I knew my best friend was getting fired 2 weeks before it happened, and I couldn't tell him. Not
Run her over with the cart.
Alex would body check me.
Yeah.
Like,
Excuse me.
maybe just don't do it. Anyways. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Erin Bowe.
And I'm Kenny Page.
And we are Potty Mouth. Today we've got our confession from Reddit. So we're going to start it with, I feel like it's a controversial one because
It's fine.
I have opinions. But
Proceed.
while working as a cashier, I would pay for people's groceries, or I wouldn't scan items, which
I saw this one.
I only would be scared because of the legality on your part of it.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't want you to get in trouble. Or maybe don't do illegal things.
Yeah.
Regardless. I worked at Walmart as a cashier for several months, which sucked. Whenever there was someone who couldn't afford, they spelled afford, E-F-O-R-D. It's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine.
There was someone who couldn't afford some items, which happened quite a lot. They would ask to take things off the list due to them not being able to pay. Whenever that would happen, I would pull my own money and pay the rest off the balance. Okay, but that's sweet.
Right.
I wasn't able to always do that, so I would tell them, don't worry about that, and I would take it off and still let them leave with everything. I would also do the same with my friends and family. I know that's technically stealing, but if I ever got caught, I was 100% ready to take the blame, but thankfully that never happened. I feel bad for letting some people steal, but I don't regret helping them out. I mean, to be fair, at least it's Walmart.
Yeah.
Not that stealing's ever...
I want to say that I read a story or I saw somebody's TikTok about this or similar to this. It's one thing if you are paying for it, but also like doing it for your friends and family.
You're just doing it for gigs, like...
Yeah, it's not, at that point, it's not really...
Because they need it.
Yeah. It's like being like, I'll steal from you.
It's kind of like, it's like employee discount.
Yeah.
And at that point, I mean, I don't know if that person would also get in trouble because you're the one that verified to not ring it up.
I believe I saw an episode, it was either on Cops or like whatever it was, but it was, the cashier was stealing stuff for her boyfriend to take home. So essentially they both got in trouble for it because
receiving stolen goods.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So that's illegal.
Yeah. Like, it's hard because, like, I feel like when people are in a time of need and they need food or they need, like, stuff to take care of themselves, it's hard.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, not that I'm, like, saying it's, like, okay to do it, but, like, I don't know. I mean, I've been fortunate enough never to be in that kind of situation, but, like, desperate times call for desperate measures. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, you're a terrible person because you had to steal food for your family or because you had to steal, like, maybe, like, a laundry detergent or some shit.
It really, it just depends on the situation and the person, too, because that person could literally have been doing it to themselves and then they end up failing their family. Versus, like, if they were doing good or something, or they were accused of doing something and they got evicted and, like, so on and so forth. Like, I feel like there's a difference, like, between, like, doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, trying to actually help yourself versus, like, you did it to yourself, you know?
Yeah. Maybe just don't do it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Next one, because I'm not reading comments today.
Unless if it's juicy.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, those comments are probably very much, like, saying, like, that's illegal.
Actually, that one's for another one. Okay.
Excuse me.
This one. All right, next one. This is all in our confession. I made a life-size human doll out of pillows, blankets, and old clothes. It does not have a head, but it has arms and legs. It has feminine curves, and it does not have a name, nor have I ever referred to it anything other than it. I take it apart when I leave home for more than a day and rebuild it when I'm lonely. I don't use it for anything sexual. I have talked to it, and I vented to it about my struggles. Its main use, however, hugs. Okay, I'm going to cry now. I'm a hugger, always have been, always will be, but I am alone. I moved out. My friends made it difficult. School is eating up most of my time and giving me stress. I go to my parents on weekends, and in the evenings I am too tired to go anywhere. Sometimes I play online with friends, but not every night. There are days that pass without me talking to anyone. Even at school, it is so calm that a 5-minute conversation is a blessing. I call my parents most night, but that's it. All in all, having someone to be close to, having someone to hug is a luxury I don't have. So I made this doll. I hug it when I'm down. I cuddle it to sleep. I talk to it about the things I can't tell anyone else or when no one else will listen. Is this weird? As people have mentioned, I should put myself out more. I am well aware of that and I'm trying to do so. But when deadlines are closing in and when midterms and finals are coming, I don't have the energy to go out or to do stuff. I'm trying, but I'm not perfect. This doll isn't a permanent solution. This is something to hold when I feel alone. To me, I look at like a whoopee.
Yeah, like it's like everybody has a blanket or like a stuffed animal.
I mean, some people buy the pregnancy pillows just to cuddle them. Like I could I feel like whenever I'm pregnant, like I feel like I would totally have one of those pillows, and I probably
I just
will
had a
never
long
stop
body
using
pillow. I mean, I use blankets instead of like a pillow, which I should probably just use a pillow. But like whenever I'm sleeping on the opposite side of like Alex is drooling over here, I just use like blankets. I have to have something like on my chest or like between my legs or whatever because I had a pillow that I put between my thighs like whenever I was pregnant because it was just comfortable that way with my back.
I think it's more of a comfort. It's just a comfort thing. I mean, I don't know. I think we all need to feel comforted. Although I would suggest you spending some time with people instead of pillows. And then, yeah, I think you're coming from a kind place. Everyone copes differently, and this seems like the OP's way of finding some peace when things feel really heavy. But a little human connection, even just small chats or shared spaces, can sometimes give us that same comfort in an even deeper way. It's terrible that all of us as a society demonize touch, especially in male relationships. It would benefit so many people to have a friend they can ask for a hug. Clearly you need a hug. Yeah, because like I mean just from like my personal experience of like people watching, if you will, because obviously like I don't know what it's like to be a guy, to be like, because I'm so open, like I can't imagine not talking, not telling people, or like the only people I really hug like actually are like the kids, my parents, siblings, and Jared. That's it.
I always joke around with Sarah because we always joke around about like, ew, we don't hug. It's like obviously like we've hugged before, but it's just like I feel like because I didn't really sounds sad. I didn't really hug my parents growing up, so it's like hugging people. Like obviously I hug my kids and tell them I love them and like all that stuff. To me, whenever somebody's like giving me a hug goodbye or like saying like I love you guys, and it's always like love you too, and I'm like I don't feel awkward, but it's also like oh, I didn't do that growing up. Like obviously like my grandparents and my aunt and uncles, like that's how we were. But it's just like with my parents or like whatever, it's just like I don't know. That's why it makes me feel bad. Like whenever your mom hangs up on the phone and she's like, "All right, talk to you later." And I'm like, "All right, talk to you later, bye." And it's just like sometimes she'll be like, "Love you," and I'll be like, "Love you too," and then like hang up because it's just like for her like she tells everybody on the phone like Alex, you, like whatever. But it's just like to me, it's just I feel bad for not ever initiating it first. It's like I will say it or I'll give a hug back if somebody else initiates it.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it was like for me growing up.
I've like I feel like I only hug people if it's like they're crying or I'm crying or some type of or like I hug Jared all the time. I even try to randomly hug him because it's just like
I mean, I hug Alex, but I can't ever hug Alex without like the dog getting in between us. And she's so jealous. She'll like get up in between us, or the kids or Claire will be like, "Me too," and so then it's not like an us moment. It's like everybody, dog included. I feel like a lot of like childhood trauma and like all that stuff has to like go into that too, because there's probably a lot of background story about like they said that they don't really. Well, did they mention that they at school it's kind of like quiet and like little conversations, Like, they might just be shy. They might just be kind of like how I said, I don't initiate stuff. People have to initiate, like...
I don't see any... Oh, I wonder if they have, like, mommy issues. Not in a gross way, but, like,
Right.
it has feminine curves.
Right.
Or maybe not even
Like-
mommy issues, but, like, maybe he or she misses their mom.
Right.
And just wants to be, like, comforted, essentially. Next one! Okay. I knew my best friend was getting fired 2 weeks before it happened, and I couldn't tell him. Oosh. Long story short, me and my closest friend have been working together for some time now. I have a slightly higher manager role to him. Our boss confides in me quite a bit. Ooh. Our boss had previously told me how my friend was starting to slack and politely asked me how to deal with it. Oh, I thought he was being like, you have to fire him. So I gave him advice on how he can approach the situation based on my friend's character. After a few months, this apparently didn't improve at all. It's not funny. He got fired.
Fine.
It's fine.
fine.
After a few months, this apparently didn't improve at all, and my boss took me in a room and said, I'm going to have to let him go. Business has to pull the plug, and it can't go on anymore. I then had to spend around 1 to 2 weeks with this information before it actually happened. It's the hardest thing in the world to talk to someone knowing such information about them. The worst part is being their shoulder when they tell you what's happened and you need to act surprised. It sucks because you want to tell, but you're contractually obligated not to. Your own job could be at stake. If I was 20 or something, I would have. However, this stuff gets complicated when you're older. And the comments are just saying being an adult sucks. Resist adulthood. Sometimes there is no right or wrong choice. You can just make your decision and live with it. This might have been that case for you. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard being an adult, and especially when you make friends at work. That's why it's like I love the idea of making friends and being friendly at work and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like when you've got management that's supposed to lead you, guide you, do things like that,
Right.
it's hard because then if you have a personal relationship and you interfere,
Yeah.
because we had a manager, or not a manager technically, it's above management, that would favor, or at least seemed like favoring, and wouldn't do anything about it. It's okay, she got fired. But she wouldn't do anything about the situation at hand. And I'm like, we keep having issues with this person. Like, you know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard when you create friendships with your boss, your manager, or whatever.
Right.
And like, it sucks because it's such a like positive and negative thing at the same time. Because it's like, it's nice. It feels like a family. You walk in the doors and it feels like a place you want to go. You're like, oh, I'm excited. I get to see so and so today. Like, not that maybe, I don't know, Quisha fucking love working with that. Like, it's so fun to go to work. It's so, like, nice to know in the mornings that, like, we're going to get stuff done. It's going to be easy flow. We're going to talk about, all the fun stuff that's going to happen for the day or whatever. Or, like, whatever it is. Like, it's just so much fun. And it's so nice. And then it makes everything better for everyone else.
Right.
It makes the vibes good. But, like, when you're stuck with somebody.
Enjoyable and, like, all that. Too.
Yeah. So
I feel, because obviously, like, if it's in a contract not to say anything, I still, if you're that close, how would you not slip up about that? Especially, like, if they saw you being down or, like, overthinking it or whatever. I feel like it would be a breaking contract kind of, like, if you're close enough with them, I feel like it would be a breaking contract deal behind the closed doors after work. Be like, hey,
if anything,
step up your game here for the last 2 weeks because you might be being let go here.
It's hard because if that person got petty and was like, well, you're firing me and I know you're firing me because I was told,
right?
Like, that's what's hard, and then that's where your is just, it's done for.
Yeah.
And that sucks because say you're making
good money
financially, like you're making super
so it's
good money.
almost like you're trying to value, if you're close enough friends, then you can still be friends even if they got fired, but also you would always like carry that knowing like you knew that they were going to get fired, but also the boss went to them about trying to figure out how to approach them the best way and like letting them know and all of that. So it's like so even then I feel like the friend that still has the job or had the job, like I feel like they could have been like, hey, step up your game.
I'm just really worried
Different
about
mindset.
you.
Yeah. But then it could be suspicious towards said friends. So that's tough.
It is what it is. I mean,
see, I never really stayed close with anybody that I actually worked with. I'm still like friends with them on Facebook or like whatever, but I just didn't really. I feel like when I was at work, like, yeah, the people that I bonded with, but also I feel like a lot of them left before I did. So then it was just kind of like just watching people from the guidelines, like kind of like with school, like you don't still talk to everybody from school, but you'll see them on like Facebook or whatever. But this stuck with me, it's fine.
Complain to HR. I am HR.
What do you mean?
I am corporate.
I'll be sitting there typing up an email and I'll ding my own phone. Be like, whoops.
All right, last one. I sometimes fake phone calls in public to avoid talking to somebody.
Same.
I don't have social anxiety in a clinical sense, but I get overwhelmed easily in public settings, especially if I see someone I know casually and feel forced to chat. So I'll pull out my phone and pretend I'm just on a call to avoid interaction. I've done it at grocery stores, at the gym, even at work events. It feels silly and kind of deceptive, but it gives me a sense of control. I know it's not the most mature way to handle discomfort, but in the moment, it feels like the easiest way to escape. Honestly.
Same.
Okay. This is so controversial, and I know people probably been like, why did she not say hi to me? Like, I will literally make eye contact and, like, ignore, like, I didn't see them. Because, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I am so worried that I'm going to see someone I know in public, and then I'm going to be like, oh, hey, and they're going to ignore me. Or that they're going to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, going out of my way, essentially, to, like, say hi sometimes.
Yeah. Recently, I was caught off guard by like some people saying hi, and the way that I replied back, I was just so focused on trying to get stuff and get out of the store and everything, and I was tired. And the way that I replied back to them when they were talking to me, it was so awkward, and it made it seem like I absolutely dreaded talking to them, even though it was just like I was so caught off guard. I'm like, so like it was just. I was like,
yeah.
If you catch me off guard in the moment, like sometimes I'll be like, hey, how's it going? And then other times I'm like, yeah, like
if it's not someone, like if we ran into each other at Walmart, it'd be one thing.
I'd be
but
like,
if it's not,
what's up?
If it's not,
run her over at the cart.
Alex would body check me. Yeah. Like he would, but like
steal your cart.
If it's not someone that you're like close to or that you talk to on a daily basis, it's just awkward.
Yeah. Like when I see school teachers like out in public, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Or like. There's some school teachers who I see out in public that don't recognize me, or that I'm just like,
yeah,
it's only been 7 years. What do you mean? But then
only been 7 years when they have 1 million kids from their classes.
Yeah, but then again, it's like it's the same teachers who had like my parents in school, so they automatically knew who I was as soon as I got into their class. It's like, so I'm like, okay, did they not like me in school or something? But then the next time they'll be like, hey, how's it going? Or like whatever. It's just like.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just different rules. Or there's people who I know out in public where I know them enough or they know me enough from like social media, which there's some people that I wasn't like super close with, but like we either like they bought stuff from like my small business or like they were friends of a friend or whatever. Because back then I feel like Facebook friends, some people were very like weird about being Facebook friends, but then there's the friends who are like friends of a friend and you're in that friend group for like one night and they like send you a Facebook request like to be friends or whatever, and then you interact over like social media, which I will say I have a lot of social media friends. If somebody saw me out in public and I don't really know them that well and they said like hi to me or whatever, I just immediately be like hi, and then I'm trying to like sit there clocking like who the are you? And then it's like as soon as I leave I'm like, oh yeah, that person, and then I'm like, I'm so stupid, why did I sound like that when I talk to them? Yeah. Or it's like, or I just fumble like what I say or whatever. Or a lot of times people are like, how are the kids, what are you doing now? And it's just like, oh, they're good, getting big. And that's like my generic,
it's the typical,
it's the generic
you
response.
pull that script out of your storage. You're like, all right, this
Yep.
is what we're gonna say.
And they're like, how are you? How are the kids? I'm like, they're growing up. Like, no, Sherlock. Like, how are they? They're ripping my hair out.
So big now.
That's why I really hate going out in public, honestly.
Like, I don't want to socialize.
Yeah, which is funny because I used to not have social anxiety, and a lot of people who
Same.
know my dad, you would think that my genes were much stronger than what they turned out to be, because you can, like, here we are with the podcast and I'm like, la di da di da. But meanwhile, yeah.
If we were, say that we were even in front of like 44 people.
But then again, when we were sitting there, we had a little launch party, and we were sitting here like, this is secondhand embarrassment. What the
Because there's certain things that we say, and I'm like...
like, that's cringy. But then in the moment, it's just like, is that really how I sound? Like,
Yep.
we're critiquing ourselves.
Correct!
And then we'll be recording, we'll be like, it is what it is, whatever. And then we'll sit there muting ourselves while we're editing, and we're like, shut the up.
Yeah, you have to keep editing the same thing over and over and over and over, and it... No.
But we signed ourselves up for this.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. On the other hand, that is it.
That's it for this episode.
We'll see what we pull out of our booty butt holes next time.
We need some ideas. I mean, like, I feel like a lot of our... I say decent as in, like, ideas and the way that things have flown. It seems like our better videos are the ones that are very not planned out. Like, we go through, we find,
okay
like,
with
Reddit
that.
stories. Like, I feel like we sit there and we plan on a video, like the Fugler video, 2 hours of footage, and we were so tired, it just didn't turn out.
Yeah, we have to stop putting, not so much effort, but we have to stop making such big videos.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work for us. It's a lot of work editing and then sitting our butts here and sitting here for so long. Because, like, by the end, we're just so tired and we're over it. I mean, even now, like, I feel so much, like, more present. Maybe if we're feeling zesty, if we're like, hey, like, let's do this, or, like, let's go out and do this, or whatever, then that's different. But, like...
Anyways.
Happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday, and thank you for watching. If you made it this far, what should we have them comment?
Comment the Pope. He just died!
So did Phil Robertson!
Oh. Sorry. Comment that Pope emoji and then a duck.
Or. Yeah, Phil.
No, both!
Okay,
I knew both!
I was gonna say, did we mention... I don't think we mentioned anything about the Pope in the last video, because he died like a month ago.
Still,
Not everybody knows who
he
Phil
deserves
Robertson
some
is.
respect,
Not
and by
everybody knows
respecting
who-
him, you need to comment a Pope emoji.
Okay, the Pope. No shade on the Pope.
No!
I was just thinking, because to me it's just like,
Yeah, no
that's
shade.
been a month ago. And I'm just like...
I didn't realize it's been that long.
Yeah. Okay,
Wow.
so the Pope and a duck for Phil Robertson. If you don't know who Phil Robertson is,
If you've never heard of Duck Dynasty, Google that
you're
shit.
canceled. It's fine.
Personally, I was an Uncle Si kind of guy.
Yes.
But
It was to the point to literally my dad bought cups that looked like Uncle Si's cups. I had a shirt that had Phil on it that said "Happy, Happy, Happy" from Dollar General.
I literally used to wear a shirt that was like had pink camo, it said Quack Pack, and it was all four of those dip. And then
mine was pink, and it literally had Phil, and it said "Happy, Happy, Happy" on it.
Oh my god! I had a green one, a lime green, or like a bright green, neon green, and a bright orange one too.
I think I had a brown one with Si on it.
Now that that's like, I'm kind of really sad I got rid of it. And then I think
I still have this Si one. It might have been the cups that he had, but they had the Duck
logo.
Commander logo on it.
Yeah, because I had 2 shirts with the Duck Commander logo on it.
I had a white one with it, because my dad would literally go and buy the stuff at like Dollar General when it was like super hot at Dollar General. But I still have the t-shirt somewhere. I need to find it. But
I got rid of my stuff because it does not fit me.
I was watching their podcast last night of them talking about them, and I couldn't handle it because they were all crying and poor Si.
But with that, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.